Well, oh, there I go. Hello everybody, I'm Miley Miller, and today I'm gonna adjust the camera and write in a book. As you can see, I gestured to my keyboard, and now I'm going to get writing. I don't really know what to say to you. This is my first video I'm doing a voiceover for, and you can hear a horrible generator in the background. However, I am here to smack my lips and to write a book. The story I'm working on, I guess I can talk a little bit about, is about two sides going to war. I know, very stereotypical, very much like every other story ever in the entire existence of stories, but I really like this theme for the story because I have a unique twist for it. And I'm trying to be as vague as possible while still giving detail, which is really difficult to do, but I'm going to try to do it anyway. And there I am checking the camera to make sure it's still focusing on me and not the fairy lights in the background. And then I'm back to writing once again, and it looks like I'm not even typing right now. It just looks like I'm playing my fingers over a keyboard that doesn't have any buttons. Interesting. Also, you might be wondering why I have this keyboard right in front of the camera. It's totally not for simple aesthetic reasons, and there I am suspiciously looking at the camera and the keyboard, thinking the same thing I'm thinking now. Why did I put that there and not just show my arm? It's not like my arm is disgusting or anything, at least I don't think so. Anyway, back to the book. So, the book I'm writing is a modern fantasy, and it's in the high fantasy category, which indicates that it is set in a world that is not Earth, which is fantastic because I love high fantasy stories, but struggle to feel motivated to write them. So, I sat down for at least 20 minutes today and wrote as much as I possibly could in the time span I was allowed, and this is what I came up with. I ended up writing around 4,000 words. I have the audacity to be a fast typist, so I can actually write about 2,000 words per half hour. So this was a new record for me, and I was really hyped about the story that I was writing, as you can see by my face, which looks totally excited and energetic and not at all bored to death, or scared for some reason. I just looked scared. Anyway, as I continue to figure out how to do this whole voicing over the audio thing, because I obviously have no idea what I'm doing, I will give you a bit more info about my story. The story I'm writing, I guess I can get the name to you guys. It's not like you're gonna steal it or anything, or like I don't trust anybody on the internet, but it's called Mortality. And again, it's about two sides going to war, and they both think the other side is the reason for the war starting. They don't know the actual source of what happened. Their history is very closed off. They don't know who started what, started whom, did what, when, where, and they're just struggling to figure out what to do in their own lives. It features 4 main characters, 1 girl and 3 boys, because female characters suck. No, I'm joking. Although female characters are harder to write for me than male characters, because I have a more linear coded mindset like a guy does, I find that I just don't like female characters in general. I prefer the male characters, so I have more male main characters in my story. I'll just give you the first letter of their names because I don't feel comfortable disclosing it yet. We have J, E, T, and then we have R. And those are the main characters of this novel. They all tell different perspectives. There are 3 of them from one side and 1 of them from the other, and they basically taper off towards their own story for the beginning of the book, but they end up going to the same direction. Going toward the same direction. I know how to speak. I totally know how to speak. Obviously I know how to speak because I'm totally talking during the video while I'm typing and not dead concentrating and rocking my head back and forth like a freaking weirdo. But I definitely know that they go towards the same direction at the end of the novel. But at the point where I'm writing, I'm about 60,000 words in, and they're still only just starting to correlate with each other's storylines. Initially, it starts off, and they're all doing their own thing, they're having their own party, they're in their own world, and then they start converging on one another and bringing out the real story at about the midpoint of the storyline. And so, that's all I have to say for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the music for the video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye! you.